Hello dear followers on the Pet Whisperer channel. This is the second part of the topic of how to choose your future dog that is suitable for you. In the first part we talked about how to choose a puppy or dog by examining it age, size and the decision to buy a dog. You will find the video link in the description. In this part 1 will tell you about the extent of preparation to receive the dog or puppy and the most important procedures necessary for raising dogs. Do not forget to complete the video to the end in order to benefit more. Thank you for your support. We are here for you, dear followers. Let us start. There are many reasons for owning a dog. And if you really like dogs, then you undoubtedly also love to provide comforts for your new guest. In order to be a good and successful owner, you must be sincere and careful in calculating the possible financial costs incurred in the near future, and before when making a purchase, you have to think about the desired breed. And you also have to reconcile your own desires with the special needs of the dog you want to buy. The acquisition of a pet without the availability of motivation and real desire leads to dire consequences. This is because the dog's fullness for any reason required the fulfillment of many obligations that deserve prior thought before taking action, because the new dog shares the house with you and seizes a large part of your directions. And the purchase decision, it should be discussed in advance calmly and rationally with all family members. Some things must also be taken into consideration before purchasing, as follows. First, make sure that you have the necessary time with your pet, and unfortunately this factor is rarely taken into account, and we often neglect the factor of taking time to take care of the new visitor. Or 5 years in the care of a newborn puppy. Experiments have proven the failure of this theory because of the injustice it involves on both sides. Do you have time to train dogs, accompany them on trips, and do daily taming? And you should know in advance that this trip should be included in your daily schedule. In fact, this task does not require a special skill, as any ordinary person of average intelligence can do this work. The problem with the subject is the need to provide time daily for any member of the family. And if you find any problem in carrying out this task, you should rethink before buying a new dog.
Do you have a suitable place for the dog to stay? For the animal to stay outside the house, a warm, dry and spacious place must be available surrounded by suitable pictures. Sometimes it may be necessary to build a closed place for the dog to sleep. Can you afford all these costs? If you plan to raise the dog within the walls of the house, do you have the space? Do you have a separate place that works as a bathroom for washing? Are you willing enough to clean the area designated for the dog's kennel until you come back from your travel trip? Do you have the financial ability to take care of a dog? Know that the purchase price of the dog is the initial cost followed by many expenses, as you must bear in mind the routine expenses of healthcare. Every dog, even under conditions of complete care, needs to visit the veterinarian at frequent intervals, and an amount must be allocated suitable for annual vaccination and parasite prevention carried out by the veterinarian. Collars, toys and leashes. Can you save the time needed to train and educate the dog? Do you have the ability to do this job? You must provide the necessary amounts for the coach and provide the necessary tools to help him perform his duty. Good training includes learning order and obedience inside the house, getting used to the leash and collar, some basic rules of obedience and quick response to orders. Indeed, a well-trained dog is a source of fun and happiness for family members. But the dog who neglected his training is a source of inconvenience and disturbing rest. Start the dog purchase project by choosing the right time, so that every member of the family is ready to receive the new guest. If you plan to start your vacation and travel during the month of July, for example, I do not advise you to buy a new dog during the month of May or June, because in reality you need a suitable time to train dogs. It is required that you be present at home during this period. And it is not possible to delegate another person to perform this job. Dogs are different types, each with a different shape, size and nature. Choose what suits your lifestyle and your need for it. A spacious place that allows the dog to take his rest, such as the yard of the house or the roof of the house, or an easy-to-clean barn. It is taken into account that the place for the dog is suitable for temperature. Warm in winter and cool in summer as much as possible. Keep away all tools and things chewable by the dog, poisonous and household plants, heavy hanging tools and electrical wires. Dogs can eat meat, dairy products, vegetables, and rice. There are types of food: dry dog food such as biscuits prepared for dogs, wet canned food such as ready-made cans sold in associations, and home food. It is forbidden to give the dog types of chocolate and sweets. It is possible to give the dog a mixture of nutrients, vitamins, proteins and calcium if it needs it. Weaned, easy to digest lunches more than 3 times a day in appropriate quantities. The mother of adult dogs gives her one main meal, and it can be interspersed with snacks for training or entertainment. Dogs can eat meat, dairy products, vegetables, and rice. There are types of food: dry dog food such as biscuits prepared for dogs, wet canned food such as ready-made cans sold in associations, and home food. It is forbidden to give the dog types of chocolate and sweets. It is possible to give the dog a mixture of nutrients, vitamins, proteins and calcium if it needs it. Weaned, easy to digest lunches more than 3 times a day in appropriate quantities. The mother of adult dogs gives her one main meal, and it can be interspersed with snacks for training or entertainment. Games for entertainment and training: anti-insect collar, easy-to-clean sleeping mat, dog transport box for traveling and visiting the vet, showing dogs or can be used for sleeping. A suitable comb for the length and type of dog's hair. Nail clippers: it is possible to use the veterinarian, do not use the clippers for humans. Cut a simple tip of the nail without reaching the root and wall of the nail and the pink area of the ear is cleaned with gauze wrapped on the finger secondary condition, checking the teeth periodically and giving the dog special bones to chew to help clean them. A special shampoo for dogs: do not use human shampoo. Tools for removing waste and cleaning the floor of the living place: a floor disinfectant. It is important for your new dog to be detected and receive the necessary vaccinations in a timely manner to ensure a healthy life for you and your dog. Dogs have multiple internal and external viral, bacterial and parasitic diseases. Each has certain symptoms. Often you will need to see a specialized veterinarian to take treatment if you feel that your dog is not normal. High or low temperature, dry or moist, runny nose, vomiting and diarrhea with worms, difficulty breathing, cough, itching, unsteady gait, nervous seizures, female vaginal discharge, excessive thirst at normal times, pale hair, sad look and fatigue, appearance of any kind of abnormal secretions such as vomit, abscesses and abscesses, small insects on the hair, excessive hair loss from one place. Do not leave your dog alone in the car for a long time and do not tie it alone in public places. The dog is a smart animal that can be trained, so that you and your dog can have fun and understand each other and have a strong relationship. To train the dog, there are conditions that must be met by the trainer and the exercises are taken seriously gradually. There are initial and advanced obedience training and advanced commands in the field of police. You and your dog need exercise and exercise, such as walking, for example, to enjoy health, reduce some physical and psychological illnesses, relieve the dog outside the home, and get to know its environment. It is fun to play with your dog and spend a time full of happiness and activity. Do not allow your dog to stray in the street without monitoring the possibility of accidents, the presence of people who do not like dogs, harassing neighbors and destroying the property of others. And in conclusion, we hope you enjoyed the content we presented in this video. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. We value your feedback and look forward to reading your comments. If you enjoy the content we provide, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell to be the first to receive our latest videos. We would like to thank you for your continued support and for sharing our videos with your friends and family. Thanks to you, we continue to deliver engaging and informative content. In the end, we wish you a happy day filled with inspiration and motivation. We'll see you in the next video, and may you be blessed and protected by God. Thank you and goodbye.